everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway. How are we today? I'm here to do a general weekly read from the 10th to the 16th. I am using my Sacred Geometry Healing cards. These are available on my website as well as other stockists worldwide. If you purchase from me, I'm happy to sign all copies for you. The other thing that I haven't brought in with me are my lab liquid alchemy in a bottle, which are my high vibrational frequencies that have been bottled. They have been created to nurture, balance and heal mind, body and soul. They are a complementary therapy, but they work on a frequency level and are truly amazing. The other thing I do create are these divine sprays, and I have 4 in all, and they have been created to spray around your auric field or to spray around a room, not to be ingested. But they are really beautiful. They are a vibrational frequency again, and have been created as well with some oils, as well as my elixirs, and I combine them together to make these beautiful sprays. Another note before we get into this reading is I'm really excited because I'm running an amazing tour later this year, October 9th to the 23rd, 2023 to Egypt. And I'm doing this tour in conjunction with Yousef and I. It is the Seeds of Khemit, reconnecting to the primordial waters. I get so excited as soon as I have these visions in my head of knowing what I am going to be flying and being able to stand on these sacred grounds again. I just love going. And I just find the whole experience such an activating and nurturing time being there. You know, for some, the activations are going to be really in your face, but for others, it's going to be a lot more subtle. The more aware we are on a conscious level, that we're going to really know what it is we're starting to feel, we're starting to activate. It's that reconnection, that reawakening, and that reigniting, of every aspect of our soul and our being. For many, it is it's really a trip of a lifetime, because you just don't realize the importance of being around these sacred sites, the activation of the energies that we are around when we go to these specific sites, especially as we tour around Egypt. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please go to my website, www.seedofthesoul.com/tours. You're welcome to email me, and more than happy to have a conversation about the tour and what it involves. Okay, so before I actually turn the camera on, I pulled I just started shuffling, and the one card that really did come flying out was the protection card. So I feel it really important to mention this card. Very important at these times to be protecting yourself energetically. Call upon the spirit of Raven if you work with animal totems. Otherwise, understand that you can work with symbols like the pentagram. You can work with certain crystals such as jet, black tourmaline. A lot of the darker crystals are very protecting, even amethyst. Okay, and I had a look just at the bottom of the deck, and it's all about relationships and our relationship with self. Now, I'm not sure who follows the Schumann resonance, but if you follow the Schumann resonance, you'll know we've basically been in a state of blackout since on my phone it was the 8th, so like nighttime of the 8th. Now we're on the 11th here in Melbourne, Australia, and that means we've pretty much had a blackout 8 to 9, 9 to 10, it's been just over 2 days, because it was the end of the 8th that it started to black out. Energetically, these energies are so intense, and I have been finding that these energies have just been growing. And if you have watched it as well, you'll know that, you know, the energies have been increasing. In particular, since last week, we've just had this steady flow of this influx of energy, and it can really make you feel ungrounded. It can make you feel irritated. For some, it can really bring on physical symptoms and ailments such as headaches or aching joints. There are a number of things that it can do, but one of the things I'm really finding is happening, and I know I'm not the only one who's feeling this. Excuse me, 1 second. Willow. My cat likes to climb my curtains, so I have to spray her with a little bit of water to stop her doing that, even though she's already ruined them. But what I've found is that I'm being confronted by issues that have been following me for many years now. And, you know, I feel that I've dealt with certain things at a certain level, but what it's doing is it's pushing me to see beyond what I already know. It's pushing me to see that, you know, or jolting me to that point where I've got to go, you know, why am I here? What is it that I'm here to create? How am I here to find also my balance? Because everything that I'm doing needs balance. It can't just keep going the way it is. I have to step back more into also alignment on a feminine aspect, because for, you know, since my husband died, my life has been, you know, the caregiver. My life has been the doer on all levels. And even though my children are adults, I am still going. I'm still doing the caring. I don't think that ever stops, the caring, the nurturing aspect. But to the degree in which it's happening, I have to start questioning, you know, at what point do I still start giving more to myself, you know, to that relationship of self, before I start giving more to others. You know, we have to remind ourselves to fill our own cups. We have to remind ourselves the importance of keeping our inner child alive and you know, sorry, that probably came out wrong, but keeping like really with our inner child, it's really important to keep, you know, to keep working on aspects of whether it be traumatic issues from our past as the child, or it's about being the child, bringing that child's play back into our lives, you know, to bring the fun and that sense of, I can't even think of my words right now, you know, the child's play, that real sense of happiness. And the word I want has just sort of disappeared right now, but it's about keeping it alive and keeping that fire burning within. And then we start with the creativity and that nurturing, you know, of that center as well. And it's what we then bring into the forefront of, you know, into the forefront of our lives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few cards. I just wanted really to say that if you're feeling really, if you really feel yourself questioning yourself on so many levels, if you feel yourself feeling a little down and out, if you're really questioning what is going on in your world and who you are, just know you're not alone. You know, call a friend, speak to someone who knows that that, you know, they'll understand you, and you know that they can open up and express yourself any way you need to express yourself. It is so important at this point in time. Now I'm going to leave the protection card out. I'm going to see, maybe I can just push this down a little. That's it. And move my water spray bottle. Okay, so we've got this one already out. Let's ask for a few cards for this week. What is it that comes out? Oh, okay, let's pick up too many. So I have to put these back. It's like half the deck just fell out. Okay. Let's see what comes for us. Make sure that you get yourself out into nature. It is just imperative at this point in time of our lives. Don't keep yourself bottled up at work. Don't keep yourself in a household. Get yourself out there. Go for a walk. Go for a swim. Go and sit on, just go and anchor yourself on the ground. You know, it's that understanding that we are made up of, you know, thousands of electrical impulses. And what is the Schumann resonance? The Schumann resonance are electrical impulses that we can measure in hertz. It's a frequency. And when we are aligned with that, you know, which we can also look at as the 432 hertz, we will find ourselves in a lot more balance, in a better state of mind. And it's just breathing in with nature. If you need to go and hug a tree, do whatever it takes to just make yourself feel that little bit better. Okay. Oh. Come on. Let's get a few cards going. I'm just going to take it. Joy. It's about finding and expressing that inner joy of self. And this is really interesting because, you know, even mentioning the inner child before, but the sacral, which is our creativity, our nurturing center. You can see the icosahedron, the orange icosahedron within the octahedron. So the octahedron pertaining to the heart, and in this case, the icosa, the orange icosa is relating to our sacral center, the nurturing, the creativity. Okay, this is about giving ourselves joy and happiness and really connecting in to that sense of self. Not only are we connecting into self, but we're also here to work with our intuition, to really connect in to spirit, okay, our higher self. Call upon your higher self. Call upon your future self. I do this often because when I'm feeling stuck in a rut and I'm not sure where I'm meant to be right at this point or why I'm in this part that I'm in, you know, in my life, I call upon myself, our intuition, our higher self, our future self, okay? Call upon for the guidance. It's interesting. We have a 44, we have 42, and we have a 22, okay? Beautiful. So it goes 444, 222, if you want to look at it that way as well. Yep. Important to keep yourself remaining clear and focused on what it is that you are here to heal in yourself now, right now, what it is that needs to be released right now. And then what is the outcome? What is it that you are truly here to bring in? What is it that you want to manifest into your lives? You know, we're coming to, we've got a major solar eclipse coming up on the 20th of this month. It's a full solar eclipse and we are going to see it here in Australia. There is a whole heap of different times. If you look it up, you'll be able to see the times. If you live here in Australia in particular, where you will be able, what time you'll be able to see it. To me, this is that culmination. It's around the time, always around the time of a new moon, okay? So you're going into this new moon, and then, which I still think the new moon is in Aries, being the 20th of this month, I think, or it may be going into Taurus. I'm not 100% sure. But where it's about that new, it's around the new moon. It's about what are you here to seed? What do you want to plant at this point in time? And I feel that all the work that's going on now, everything that is coming up for that release right now is here so that we can have a clean slate to really, really focus and put that effort into what we want to bring into our world now. I'm going to just grab 2 more cards and then I'm going to end the reading. Know that everything that we need okay, is already innate within us. Okay, the egg of life, these 8 cells in 2 dimensions, 13 cells in 8 cells in 3 dimensions, 13 cells in 2 dimensions. This sits really deep within our perineal area. Okay, these cells are with us from the time of creation to the time we pass. Everything that we need is already innate. It's already within us. So, you know, when you're not sure, as I said, call upon your higher self. Call upon your future self. Ask, what is it that I need to know right now? Ask, where can I find this information? What is it that, what knowledge is it that I can, gain from what I am doing at this present moment in time. And one more card, please, and thank you. One more card. I have a cat running around. Again, working on that creation story, okay? This is telling us that everything we need is already innate within us. This is the 13 spheres of creation. So this is not only about the knowledge that's within, it's also about the healing aspect of what we're doing, the release that we're doing on each level of our being to create that that freedom, okay, that we are looking for, and creating that balance within our lives. For some, this is also saying that it might be that there is, you know, a new direction for you. Okay, so from this card, you might be finding that you're being pulled in another direction because the work that you're doing at the moment is coming to an end. You know, it's no longer the fulfillment that you need, that you're looking for. Maybe it's telling you that you need to look at doing another course, or it might be that you need to expand on the work that you're already doing, and to do that you need to add another tool to your toolbox. It's not going to be the same for everyone, but these are ways in which we can look at these particular cards. So look after yourself, protect yourself, okay? Look within yourself. Everything we need is already here. And look for that guidance within, okay? You will find it. Go outside, reconnect to nature, balance, find the harmony within. Keep that inner child alive and awake and you know, running circles as a sovereign being, and with, you know, just pure joy and happiness, you know, without being restricted by any aspect of adulting that we already have, you know, the responsibilities that we have, okay? And be clear on what it is that you're ready to let go of, and be clear on what it is that you're ready to create within yourself. If you already have that inner vision, don't lose that sight of that vision. Keep that vision alive, because the more energy we put into it, it is what we're here to create further down the track. Have a beautiful week wherever you are, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.